Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, is it worth it to buy Secret Lair Ultimate Edition? Really? Are many Magic the Gathering players really asking that question? I feel like you probably already know this. All right, let's do it. Secret Lair Ultimate Edition contains 5 cards: Scalding Tarn, Misty Rainforest, Arid Mesa, Verdant Catacombs, and Marsh Flats. These are each non-foil and in the normal border. And if you were to purchase these 5 cards individually, it would cost $237.02 via TCG Player, $245.95 via Card Kingdom, $259.95 via Star City Games, and $309.95 via Channel Fireball. So aside from Channel Fireball, about $250. Currently, the average sale price for Ultimate Edition is $399.95 on TCG Player, or a much more discounted $332.45 via Star City Games. However, Star City Games is currently showing as all sold out, so looks like the current available price is indeed $399.95, or just a nickel under $400. So, to purchase all 5 cards individually, about $250. To purchase Secret Lair Ultimate Edition, about $400. Is it worth it to buy Secret Lair Ultimate Edition? Well, even someone with only an elementary school level grasp of mathematics could tell you, $400 is significantly more than $250. Therefore, it is not worth it to buy Secret Lair Ultimate Edition, unless, of course, you have excess spending money and really want and would enjoy the alternate art. Or, I suppose, if you want to pay $150 for that box. But for the rest of us, Secret Lair Ultimate Edition is not worth it for 5 cards which can be individually purchased for just under $250. At that price, the grade on this product is obviously a fail. Something has gone wrong here, on many levels. Even for Wizards of the Coast, even for a gaming corporation looking to maximize profits, it is my firm belief something has gone terribly wrong here. Let's start with the fact Wizards of the Coast expected this product to sell for significantly less than $400. Secret Lair Ultimate Edition was actually announced on this channel, and in that announcement, I asked what it would cost. Although Wizards of the Coast no longer offers a firm MSRP, they revealed that their expected price for this product would be, quote-unquote, a bit more than Commander Anthology, whose price tag was $165. So this was expected to cost a bit more than $165. How much more is a bit more? There's no clear way to know, but even rounding up to the nearest 100, which I feel is more than a bit more, that would have resulted in the expected price on this at $200 each, which is half of what it is actually selling for today. So how did this happen? Well, one huge error, which I did try to point out during my critical interview with Wizards of the Coast, is that sending only 10 copies each to local game stores is simply insufficient given the extreme demand and exploding size of the Magic the Gathering player base. What's more, it appears the vast majority of stores are not getting 10 copies each, with most reporting numbers in the 3 to 5 copies each range. I consider 10 copies per store insufficient. 3 to 5 per store is beyond words. But is that the real problem? Now, if they had supplied stores sufficiently enough to keep the price at or around $200 per box, then the cost to purchase Secret Lair Ultimate Edition would have been 20% less than the current secondary market price. What then, in this hypothetical situation, would the grade on this product have been? If there had been zero secondary market markups and Secret Lair Ultimate Edition had somehow been on the shelf at your local game store for $200 per box, would Secret Lair Ultimate Edition have been worth it then? No. Even at their expected cost, I would have graded this product a fail. It was extremely apt of Wizards of the Coast to use Commander Anthology as the price reference point, perhaps more apt than they intended. Looking at the most recent Commander Anthology, customers received 4 complete Commander decks, which is a total of 400 cards assembled within those 4 playable decks containing reprints and foils, and the MSRP on this was $165, and yes, that is the price they were selling for. Now, even if you look past the fact that this was 400 cards, again, many of them needed reprints in and of themselves. Let's look back at my video and see what market prices were at the time. When they released Commander Anthology 2, if you were to purchase all 400 cards as singles, you would have had to spend approximately $415. And if you were to purchase all 4 decks new in the box at the time of release, you would have had to spend $445. So should Wizards of the Coast have sold this for 20% less than $445? That's a 20% savings. Pretty nice, huh? No? Exactly. Wizards of the Coast used not the secondary market, but rather the pricing of what the original product sold for on the shelf. And thus, had you bought all 4 of those Commander decks when they were on shelf at MSRP, you would have paid about $140, meaning that Commander Anthology had a markup of about $25 as a kind of time travel fee. Remember, of course, that the enemy Fetchlands were originally printed at Rare in $4 booster packs, because Wizards of the Coast used the secondary market to determine its price, and that would be tantamount to them charging $356 for Commander Anthology. This pricing and this concept is a critical error, and this is why, even at the intended price point, I feel that Secret Lair Ultimate Edition fails. And this, in my evaluation, is primarily what has gone wrong. Quite simply, the fact that Wizards of the Coast intentionally is not reprinting Fetchlands in a meaningful way. What do I mean by in a meaningful way? Well, in draft boosters at Rare or the equivalent. A great example of a card that has been meaningfully reprinted while simultaneously having a premium cosmetic version is the card Soulring. While of course, obviously you can build a Commander deck without a Soulring, it is considered to be an integral and necessary part of nearly every Commander deck. Very synonymous in many ways to how Fetchlands are viewed in formats such as Modern and Legacy. Now, no doubt because of this view, Soulring is reprinted in a meaningful way, as Wizards of the Coast has included it in every single Commander precon since the very inception of the product. Every single year, every single Commander precon deck has had a copy of Soulring because even though you technically don't need it to play Commander, it is considered a critical component of nearly every Commander deck. This is so overwhelmingly the case that even with this many reprints, Soulring still is a $2 to $3 card. However, there are premium versions of Soulring. It has been reprinted as a Judge foil, as a GP promo, and most notably as a Kaladesh invention, the latter of which is widely considered to be one of the most aesthetically pleasing and desirable versions of the card, leading to a per card price of $350 each. Question: if Soulring, which every single Commander deck perceives itself as needing, costs $350 each for the masterpiece, why is there no constant fervor, no constant upset, no constant anger over it? It's $350 each, right? Where is the player outrage? It's largely non-existent because the basic version of Soulring is obtainable by everyone, as it has been present in every copy of a widely purchased product and thus can just be bought for a few dollars each on the secondary market. This is how expensive cosmetic versions of cards can and should exist. It absolutely requires the critical component of an affordable and reasonably reprinted version. If they had only reprinted Soulring in 1 or 2 of the Commander precons, the Kaladesh masterpiece would likely have elicited great anger and contempt, as it would have been a reprint that was largely unobtainable for the average player, yet of a card the average player should have reasonable access to. Instead, it became a highly celebrated and highly sought-after piece. The key is the reasonable reprint. That is what has gone wrong with Secret Lair Ultimate Edition. Now, in my announcement video and critical interview with Wizards of the Coast, it was confirmed that the Fetchlands will be available elsewhere throughout the year. The first is that a suite of Secret Lairs will be revealed, and that people who purchase the entire collection of half a dozen or so Secret Lairs will get 1 enemy Fetchland at random included in the order. While I, of course, welcome any addition of Fetchlands to the card pool, I do not believe this meets the criteria of a reasonable reprint, as the only people who will have access to it are those who can afford to buy the complete set of multiple Secret Lairs that are going to be released. It is not the equivalent of a reprint in a $4 draft booster or an inclusion in every single Commander precon every single year. Wizards of the Coast also said that the Fetchlands will be reprinted in another quote-unquote product this year, but no further details have as of yet been made clear, except for the confirmation that they will not appear in our Return to Zendikar. They will not be reprinted into Standard, not now and possibly not ever. So what is this product that the Fetchlands will appear in this year? Well, it's not a $4 Standard draft pack. Now, they use the term product, and that means it might not even be in a pack. Maybe this will be in a pre-constructed deck or something else entirely. While many Magic the Gathering players have speculated that this may mean that Fetchlands will appear in Commander Legends, I strongly doubt it, and would instead predict that there will be a Masters set or Masters-like set this year that will include the Fetchlands, hopefully at rare. Would being reprinted in a Masters set constitute a meaningful reprint? Well, it sure would help. The issue is that Master sets have always been premium priced, and the most recent Master set we saw had a price increase, so the cost per pack as well as the print run would be huge factors in how meaningful of a reprint this would be. Also, keep in mind the Commander pre-con reprints of Soulring are meaningful, not that they happened just once or twice, but that they have consistently happened every year. I would say that in order for a premium set reprint of Fetchlands to be meaningful, they would need to appear consistently, yearly, in sets of 5 perhaps, just not once every blue moon. Imagine with me that Secret Lair Ultimate Edition had been announced alongside our Return to Zendikar. Imagine if Return to Zendikar did have the enemy Fetchlands at rare, only with no new art. Don't want them in Standard? Fine. Auto-ban them in Standard, or have them appear as a bonus in place of a token at the same frequency as if they were at rare. Whatever, but put them in the draft packs. Then, if they're in the draft packs, you can go and say, hey, we also have Secret Lair with premium art. Maybe make it full art, but whatever. You can, in that situation, have the premium cosmetic product for whales at $200 each. Hey, maybe even $400 each. You can make twice as much money. And those who love the premium art and can afford to do so can buy the premium Fetchland versions. But the key component is that the rest of us have reasonable access to them in draft packs, and as a result of them being in those draft packs at more reasonable prices on the secondary market. Everybody wins, everybody is happy, and Wizards of the Coast even gets to sell their premium priced Secret Lair. Final conclusion. It is my firm belief that so long as meaningful reprints exist, premium cosmetic versions of cards can exist too. But until such a time as Wizards of the Coast rethinks its reprint policy, a product like this not only fails, but it also causes great anger and frustration within the player base. Wizards of the Coast can make just as much money, if not more, by offering both, and they would not be causing disenfranchisement in the process. But doing it like this, it's not worth it. Not for the customer, and not for the company either. It's not worth it.
Oh, hang on. I'm getting a notification here. There's yet another Masters set this year. We're having triple Masters sets. This is called New Player Masters. It's meant to be a Masters set that is new player friendly.
So what does that entail?
It says here it will be reprints of commons and uncommons from the last 2 years. It's $19.99 a pack.
Wait, so at least we get like Evolving Wilds in that set?
No, it says no Fetchland Reprint. That's just boilerplate at this point. They don't want any confusion that maybe they've reprinted the most in-demand reprint in the reprint premium set.
Better to be safe than sorry, yeah, definitely.